Alright guys, so like I promised, today we're talking about the top 10 richest Zimbabwean politicians and we're going to touch on how they made their money. Now, let me put some background and perspective into this so we can all understand why I am doing this. First of all, let me put a disclaimer. I don't want to die tonight. So there are things I am not necessarily going to go deep into tonight because I would like to sleep tonight. However, I intend on going through the list anyway. You guys, let me know through your comments what you think. Let me know through your comments who you think I might have left out. Let me know through your comments what you might want us to go a little bit deeper on, and if we can, we shall. The criteria I used here. So the question is, so how did you reach? How did I get to a place where I now say this is the number person or this is not the number person? Who made it? Who didn't make the list? It's based on a couple of factors. So factor number one that it's based on is based on the fact that everybody I am talking about are people who I have met, people I know, people I have a story about. These are not people I am imagining in my mind. It's people who have done some fairly good research, both directly and indirectly. Matter number two on how do we get to this place is a lot of it is kind of obvious. It's things that everybody I think talks about. It's things everybody knows. We just have never discussed it as a collective. But if you go into a bar, it's spoken about. If you go into a hair salon, it's spoken about. This is information everybody knows. Now, why am I doing this? What is the reason Lumumba has decided he must come here and talk about the top 10 richest politicians? Am I on some sort of witch hunt where it's sour grapes and I'm angry that I'm church? No, absolutely not. The reason I'm doing this is I now find myself in a position where I must lead, and when I'm leading, it must be very clear that when we say we want our money, is it really our money or is it their money? When you complain to say the country is not okay, when you complain and say there's no more resources for you to be able to access, for you to start a business or for you to get a job, whose fault is that really? So to be able to understand that, I am putting out this list. It's a diary room. If you don't like it, switch off. If you like it, share it. If you like it, tell a friend. But this is the world according to my own interpretation. So I hope we'll have a good time tonight. So I guess let's get into it. Now, a couple of people who didn't make the list, who I think I would have done a huge disregard if I don't talk about them. I think let me just talk about them in passing because sadly they didn't make the list. But I think they've stolen enough money from you. And they have enough money that we have to give them a little holler. Just because I asked them top 10 at Jamtauda. There's a lot of old money we're going to talk about. People who've made money over time, some real deep old money. And then there's a lot of new money. New thieves in town. Some of them are not necessarily thieves. Not everybody who has money in politics has stolen it. Some people are just given my presents. I don't go Christmas presents. So it's not all stolen. Some of it is patronage, some of it my jet, some of it my deal, some of it my consultants, so we also need to be able to make that demarcation. So some people who are not on the list who have made a lot of money over time. Let me just go and pass this here. People like George Charamba. George Charamba has been the president's spokesperson over a while. So over a while, George Charamba has been able to really kind of take a lot of money, but it's not. George Charamba has been the president's spokesperson over a while. So over a while, George Charamba has been able to really kind of take. Oh, so someone said this is not even live. Are you kidding? I'm going to read comments just now so you will know it's live. But let me get back to my list. So here's the thing. So you got people like George Charamba really made a lot of money over time. George Charamba is the president's spokesperson. He's been in that position for a very long time. Remember when there was the scandals with ZBC? And the scandal with ZBC, the story at ZBC was, why is it that the ZBC CEO is paid almost up to $20,000 a month, and yet ZBC is not generating the income that is back-to-back validating the amount of money he's getting paid? Who do you think appoints that CEO? So the person who appoints the ZBC CEO was actually George Charamba. So move away from ZBC, go to Zim Papers. When you look at the amount of money Zim Papers is making, again, who's appointing those boards? George Charamba. Leave that alone. Move on to another cookie jar that he had his hands on. Remember when there was the Pismas, whole big Pismas scandal, when Pismas was paying a Cuthbert Dube almost $30,000-$40,000 a month. Again, look who sat on the board, who sat on the finance committee. Again, George Charamba, his name keeps coming up. So on a typical bad month, George Charamba would go home with maybe $80,000, $90,000. In a very good month, you could go home with $300,000, $400,000. So, he's not on the list of the top 10. But we would be doing such huge disrespect if we didn't, give a shout out to the president's spokesperson. You have okay, so there's a circle of people around the president who make some really, really serious money. Circle of people. A lot of them, you kind of see them, my picture, but I don't know pass around today. So part of the people you see in this picture, there's one guy, for example, the president's chief of protocol. This is the guy who goes before the president in everything he does, and it's kind of always around the president. That's Richest. So Richest is like the president's good right-hand guy. One of the most trusted people around the president. He has got a lot of money. I mean, his house is one of the finest houses in Borodar. If you just drive on Borodar Road on your way to Borodar Brook, you cannot miss his house. Believe me, you don't buy the houses like that on civil service money. Civil service don't get paid anything beyond $3,000. So believe me, you buy that kind of money because you know what you go shoot but sadly he's not on the list of the top 10. So don't expect him. Superman ones there is another one. He's not on the list neither. But he's got a lot of money. A lot of it, again, remember, I'm not saying all of this money is stolen. I'm just saying they are very rich people. Superman ones that owns ZFM. He owns the exclusive contract for, I think it's called XCMG, the company that provides the machinery and hard equipment that goes into mining. He's also got his hands in the cookie jar at Telecel now. He's kind of removed all the other black people to put himself, the boom, bang, my big coco. He's pretty solid, but didn't make the list again. Sorry. Someone else you might be expecting who didn't make the list. Ray Konde. Ray Konde at one point, as you might remember, used to chase, Ray Konde chaired INSCO. INSCO is perhaps the second or third biggest company in this country. It's worth well over $1 billion now. It's got over 600 restaurants that it now runs your chicken inns, your baker's inns, your creamy inns, your pizza inns. It's got its hands in Padenga Holdings, which makes all the great crocodile skin for Hamies. Ray Konde used to chair that, and he also used to chair a province in ZANU-PF called Mashonaland East, where he was pretty much the guy who distributed all the land to anybody who wanted it. He's the land kingpin in Mashonaland East. He's out of the game now because, of course, we all know how that story played out. But again, another serious powerhouse. He didn't make the list. I'll talk about two more people who didn't make the list, and then we will go into our list of the top 10. Who else didn't make the list here? Some names I want to read, but maybe not today. So some of these people will come back on another list. Mpofu, so the Vice President Mpofu is not on the list. He almost made it, but he's not on the list. As you know, the Vice President owns the Choppies franchise. He is one of the big supermarket guys. So, picture it this way. If you were Vice President of a country like Zimbabwe, with all our great litigious bureaucracy and red tape, and you happen to own a supermarket, and all your competitors were bringing in products from out of the country and paying duty at the border, but you happen to be Vice President, do you think, number one, you would be paying duty? Number two, your prices will be the same price as everybody. So when you are the cheapest in the market, why do you think you're the cheapest? So look at it how you like. All I'm saying is the Vice President didn't make it on the list. Sorry. Finally, the last person who didn't make it on the list, who you probably would be expecting, is Simba Chikore, the president's son-in-law. He didn't make it on the list, unfortunately. He's not quite there yet, but he's got a lot of money. He took so when he got married, first of all, their wedding was quite the lucrative wedding. I mean, there was a lot of money put into that wedding. I attended the wedding. I was a guest at the wedding. In fact, I sat right behind Patrice Motsepe at the wedding, right up in the VVIP. Imagine that. Weren't those the days? But he's made a lot of money, particularly through a lot of consulting. He's probably ranging somewhere in the $20 to $30 million range. Money is made from Nigeria with a consulting. But Keshi Chifamba extended Zabada Air Zimbabwe, the chief operations, Adriano operator, Mari Rufamba late, Rufamba right, Rufamba straight, Rufamba Bicalo, he didn't make it on the list. Neither did Robert Mugabe. He didn't make it on the list neither. Both of them are not on the list. I know some of this sounds really unbelievable, but I'm telling you, I'm not a plant, I'm not a CIO agent who's been sent to come and tell you information that's not happening. They didn't make it on the list because kune mashangwiti big. Kuna norowa big baloko tore kana bagurowa big baba munoti hey. Norowa big unge ndere mahara. Norowa zokuri kana ragurowa big norundo ombona na imbwa ichiro wazowa imbwa netistanda domaro wanakachita big. Kune vari kurowa big vanhu 10 ndo vanoda kukudzai the top 10 richest politicians in Zimbabwe. So let me read some comments and then we're going to get into it. Comments. Who do we have watching? Oh, there's 300 people watching. This is good, guys. Let's take a look at the comments. So I've got here, Ndana Tilai just joined. I've got Mary Boka who says, come, let's watch our brother. Fred says, Charamba. Misa, Tipe Mariedu. Oh, you're angry, Charamba. Hold on. Uchanatu ta asha zawuta asha kwa barura mapapiro. Wambona asha ze visa. Zewa na visa right asha ze barura mapapiro rara. Unta asha ushka moyo wa mira. Unofane bipi nika kuza mari zikirwa na wana. Hold up. You're gonna find out in a minute. I have to say hi to people, show you guys gratitude that you came out to watch. Adamski Germans, someone is saying hi to Adamski German. Shingim Tasa, no, Shingim Tasa is not on the list, but good name. We'll talk about Shingi when we do another list, but it's not on the top 10 richest politicians because he's really not a politician. Temba Mliswa, oh man, Temba Mliswa. I can't put a big Mazwana Mtasa because remember when Mtasa was Secretary General for ZANU-PF, Mtasa kind of controlled a lot of how the money was moving. He also happened to have been Minister of Intelligence at the time, Minister of State Security. Sakanyanga bada mari zilizopita through CIO. Mari zile secret zingasana nguru zikuenda kupiti chipa kupiti zinda kumaitei. But pakangodono Mtasa akasara ngoti zikuba. Keshi chiripo zvayo but haikona kupina top 10 baba. Top 10 mune mandara kuita emari. Weeknell, okay, I see you. Hamu says, my question decides in Darara, Mari, Yakutanga, Gushungo, Dairy, Yaka Bepiko. So, Gushungo Dairy, I mean, when you say Mariaka Bepiko, I mean, so the president called you and you are anybody's. But if you called me right now, I said, Lumumba, we are going to tell you, do you think I'm really going to say no? Likewise, if he calls the bank and he says, we are going to $1 million, do you really think they're going to say no? Okay, so we're about to get into this. So Leroy Serima says, LOL, hi Leroy. Leroy is a very good friend of mine. I've known him since I was a little boy. Good to see you tuned in. Prince says, oh, it's actually live, LOL. It is live. I mean, what do you think we're doing here? And at some point, we're gonna take calls. Okay, guys, okay. Who else have I missed out? Let me say hi to some people quick. I'll give this 2 more minutes to say hi to people and then we get moving. So Ed 10 says, how much did you make yourself and how? You want to know how much money I made? Okay. So I'm wearing right now a custom-made shirt. I wear custom-made ties. I wear custom-made suits. I bought my first house when I was 21 years old. So was I involved in Grow Up Big? Yes. But Grow Up Big, I'm top 10? No. No, guys, again, this is not an inquest into how did Lumumba make his money, okay? Look, did I make money when I was in ZANU-PF? Yes. Does everybody in ZANU-PF make money? No. Because like I say, there's 2 types of people in ZANU-PF. There is the idiots and there is the rich people. The idiots are the ones who don't make money. The rich people are the ones who actually make money. Call it good or bad. The game is a bad game played by very bad people. I happen to have belonged to the team that knew how to make the cash. Shoot me already, okay? But sorry, ndakaita sorry kudarawani, ndikakutukira Mugabe kudarawani. Amana mdondira mishasei kuwa ndakaita midway. Mdondire sorry usikanda kuchema, ndakaita sorry wani. Okay, thanks Mandevu. Alright guys, okay. Glenda Kitchen. Alright, so let's go into the list. Let me get my iPad out here. Ndikasungwaka mukasauya kuzondipachika mujeni. And depending on how we trade the next top 10. Because we try top 10, the top 10 mafias in Zimbabwe, top 10 ma businessmen are good, and my politician, top 10 ma cards are good, and politician. When my top 10 I wonder Ruka Lumumba diary. So alright, so on number 10 is perhaps the wealthiest person within the MDC hierarchy, or at least the person who put a lot of money in MDC comes in at number 10. What do you know? He's white. He's perhaps the highest ranking white person in profile from Zimbabwe who's making a lot of money. Do you know who that is? Roy Bennet. Roy Bennet, if you remember, was the treasurer of MDC. This is the guy who pretty much brought all the money together. You don't MDC. We got MDC akameta mari guys. Akameta mari ukaitinga mayadu na Cape Town vachinokuta kudambuka nemababy Cape Town zvazvarisa vana izvozvo vona vana zvaro ngeameno ngehembi dzekuchina ange mabhero evana ruzvaro rwuya munhu aipusha agenda yecash is Roy Bennet. Roy Bennet made a lot of his money through pakatanga the diamond phase, the diamond craze. Roy Bennet is one of those guys who really knew what diamonds were initially. So when MDC actually came into power, there was a lot of fights when ZANU-PF was saying, no, he couldn't be a minister, no, he couldn't be a deputy minister. But Mnangagwa big, Rema diamonds, game, Rema farm, one of the wealthiest white farmers we've had in the country is Roy Bennet. He's no longer very interested in MDC. In fact, MDC, people who really know Changirai, Bakamsia, and Atinai and I watch me do baby, Nova Tokazao, watching a Zoom, watching a but either way, Roy Bennet is at number 10. Should I tell you what I think these people are worth? I'll tell you for the top 5, okay? Boys. But yeah, Roy Bennet is in at number 10, making his money from mining and from diamonds. At number 9, we have Joram Gumbo. Joram Gumbo is today one of the... Joram Gumbo is not really known by a lot of people. People don't really know who Joram Gumbo is or who his history is. But I can tell you who he is today. Today is the current Minister of Transport and... what is it called? Transport and Infrastructure Development, I believe. So if you're Minister of Transport, let me tell you what you are surrounded by. Now he's a new Minister of Transport. I'm going to say Minister of Transport before. But akataka kurowa game rajo marichi about that. Because Munwa ED, as most people know, and those squad, but more importantly than that, Munwa president. Because Joram Gumbo, the family is very the president's family. So I know that she go ganeji, Bushas. So he is holding a lot of the tenders. So pamoja kwa marodi, marodi sarunza kwa pamoja Zimbabwe da kubotengeswa kwa muno. Remember Zimbabwe iri bankrupt, isina mari kutobhadhara vashandi, and vashandi vaino complain, vashino protester after vadaro mangwana tamuka $1 billion transaction yanaunzwa Zimbabwe yakunzi Zimbabwe Airways hapana kana chachinja, hapana kana ndege yatengwa, pamoja kuti madhiri 2-3 madhiri kobuda, but pari kubuda kana pizza. Buzerere unzora akabata ndani mudhare wechiru ndiani ndi Mr. Joram. But pamusoro peyoyo manje rimba akabata zinara nike tora mari yema-toll gates yese yaya imari ringopinda baba yechimwiwa unge mvura yebhodhoro. Pa number 9 now. Toendere pa number 8. I'll read the comments when we get halfway through. Number 8 we have... Oh, now this is... So a lot of people, you might be surprised where he's ranking, but I'm sure you're expecting to see him on the list. So number 8... Number 8, we have the Reserve Bank Governor, John Mangudya. John Mangudya, to help you understand where John Mangudya has come from. Before John Mangudya was Reserve Bank Governor, because up and American the updated Gideon Gono. Gideon Gono. Let me tell you Gideon Gono story. Lord Gideon Gono Mazwangari Reserve Bank Governor, and this I tell no lie. If he wants to call me out, he can call me out on this. Taiti mazoendo wakati changu tanga kupinda msangano. Taiti chipinda office ma Gideon Gono meme Reserve Bank Governor Zimbabwe chiprinta mari. Anakagara office ma gas office takata mutambara tongi ngakuta chambiri godi che office so. Akagara Gideon Gono. Angani vasikana vakaradi, mababy makaradi ndo aigadzira chimasaja tsoka dzake Gideon mazozotsoka. So maminister akaita mutsetse panze pedhora Gideon Gono bebe. So remember one time, at that time I think Chris Mushobe was the Minister of Transport at the time. President vaida mara munhu vaitaenda kukongwere ungoza president unofanira ndege stereki saka mino chipi vaitaenda kupi vapinda vabvunza Mushobe vakabvunza mudhara pane zvapana zvake zvagono zvaipamba so zvana hamuto chichichichi ukomana wanga vari boys rake vaifamba vakabata mabhara ebhegi vapinda minister akabvunza kati chii zvinganzi mukudei minister apa dzaizvishuwa masaladi ema-apple emachichi masaladi wakangonaka masaladi emabhebha airwa nechimudhara nedumbu rake zvikati minister zvikati chef tukuda anga ari asiri minister but ainonzi minister tukudawo mari yekutengere president jet show zvikati anoenda kupiko president anoenda kubla bla bla zvikanzi watumwana I know it was the PEMSEC when it came at the time. And the one a minister. The chain on days a minister, how could know what out day. My minister is to someone on a go on their go. I told my minister of Gama Pepe or Zana Nicolas Gochi, Fuka, Miss Opasi, Nakono, Mr. Dere Gona Gomana, I Gona. But Gonakas imposed was Gona got in Darati Tiga, Darati was a Peter was Gonantamana Tamana Dotop, I Tamana Dotop Dara, Sabatamana Dotop Dara, Epira Daragona Rini. Saya mama the game nega Africa gono bapinda but game around daragadaro ata so breast namuya ezochi ati pere saka but as in top 10 what I'm trying to say is the person who is in top 10 instead is John Mangudya. Mediwe John Mangudya atori remodeled version ya gono anetwa mwana mtete na John Mangudya. Now at the time when Gono was governor, John Mangudya was the head of CBZ. So remember, ari majete cash, the people who normally always know what's happening by majete cash or on raw cash today. Well, no controller, ukafamba muna 40 meme uona kana pa east gate, uona boys kuchita ma change money like jeti rese area, ruku control ne muna akapata mari, muna rukuziwa kuti mari iri mari iri kubuda chenda kupi, iri kubuda chibva kupi, hakuna muna unoziva kuti reserve the government. Saka ma bankers ese ari part of kakateo kanenge chiprotecta chibaba. Now, ndoko nga kuna Dr. Mangudya wanga ku CBZ wakabara nyanga dze CBZ being the government bank anenge afona mudhara mari dzema election chiudiwa chese ndiye anenge akabata mudhara chiri John Bond Mangudya. Samfana ndoni wamuna James Bond, what's your name? My name is Bond. James Bond. What's your name? Bond. Bond who? John Mangudya Bond. Bond John. You know? So he is in the list at number 8. But he's not just making his money from being reserve bank governor. He pretty much controls the financial infrastructure of the country right now. And how he controls it is he knows where the money is being printed, who's printing the money, he knows how the money is being distributed. But he's also very involved in the grain game. So if you look at GMB, I spoke about this a while ago. GMB, my command program. Remember the sequence of my command program is Mulima Rima. Mulima Rima owns the product to GMB. GMB about a grain, you change it a grain. GMB now has to make a payment to that farmer. When they make the payment to the farmer, GMB decides two things. They decide the price, they also decide who gets paid first. Now, three van batatu, wakapata jetire sire command area, wakuna to tete na cash now. If you follow the money, ukapata John Mangudya ndiye anodecide mari kwenda kunani. Ukapata made ndiye anodecide. Made is another one didn't make the list, but baba vane mari vaya. Vane mari singaite kwa agriculture, kwa vanhu vachingori kita vanhu majeti chingorohwa mari kuya. Na Chombo vasiyana nevakadai. So mari ndiye anodecide kuti chikafu chauya John achidecide kuti mari yaenda kunani, and then china masosa minister of finance achipuhwo pake vachirowa pake, but vari patatu paipa ndo vakabata pese panonaka, ndo vari pakati pezvitiro command panyaya dzewolo panyaya yekudya. But John chibaba chiri kusainira cash ukavhura bond note, ukabata bond note rako ukarivhura ukana signature yakanyorwa kuAmerica, unoona signature pre treasurer we-federal treasurer secretary of finance or treasurer we zvematongerwo emari, muno mukavhura bond note ukatarisa pane pakanyora bond note unoona pane signature yaJohn Bond. John Bond anenge akanyora ipapo John Bond. So that's number 8. Let's keep moving. So at number 7 we have boom. Now my research team tells me that ndapotsa pa number 7 up. Just in case you want to know who my research team is, all this content did not come from me alone. I'm going to tell you my research team later. I wasn't going to snitch, guys. I'm not snitching. Oh my God. Okay. So I was told number 7, I kind of got it wrong, so I guess we have to revise number 7. But I'll give it to you who I put anyway. You guys decide if I was right or I was wrong. But in number 7, I put Vice President Mnangagwa. Ooh, I thought I said Vice President Mnangagwa. Oh, listen, okay? I didn't say Waruba Mari. I said he happens to be the 7th richest from my understanding. But we also want to know how does Vice President Mnangagwa make his money. It could be big. Couple of things. By the way, if you guys remember Fly Africa? Remember Fly Africa? It came in, did really well. Young guys started it in early 30s. Boys, this is airport road. Red, Baba, Red MDC. Do you know who has taken over Fly Africa now? Do you know who's taken over? A guy called KCD. KCD somebody. KCD long cash. KCD long cash. Now, for people who don't know, KCD Manawani. Wa Mr. Mnangagwa saka chakatorwa nevana vekwa Mnangagwa ndo vakuburutsa ndege dzadzi kwana Mnangagwa ishe ndo vakabata chinhu saka haisati yakuburuka yaFly Africa but yakuadvertise kuti yakuburuka ishungu pamwe men ichaitika, but ndo vakabata ndege panguva yezvino. But a lot of his money, again, like I said, I don't want to die tonight. I actually really don't want, believe it or not, I don't want to die tonight. I'll probably go to jail soon, but I don't want to die. So I'm not going to go into detail kuti mari yavice president Mnangagwa iri kubva ndokunogariswa but ndikataura futi zvawaitaura zvazviya zvikarema kudzokorodza endzokororo ine simba saka handifanira kuzodzokorodza zvatei ndataura. But what I will tell you is thanks to Jonathan Moyo. Jonathan Moyo did the Blue Ocean documentary. Edmund Kudzai is the one, apparently who actually produced it, but executive director. It's Jonathan Moyo. So go out and check out Blue Ocean. Type in Blue Ocean document on YouTube, and you will see the story of apparently where the vice president's money came from. In fact, I use that as the source because that's the safest source to give reference to. Because I do not want to die with them. So ice cream, kana kutorwa nehelicopter, kana kutorwa neLacoste, kana nemakarwe, anditi zvangu, brother rangu inichi, ndichanjikubatisiya. Okay. Number 6. At number 6, again, now a lot of people know that I am very, very conflicted when it comes to the name I'm about to say. I'm very conflicted because he was one of my mentors. He's the man who taught me a lot about what I know about politics today. He taught me a lot about it. He also has a lot of money that I can vouch for. I know where a lot of this money came from. I am not trying to die tonight, so I am not talking about this neither. But at number 6, we've got the National Political Commissar, Kasukuwere. Kasukuwere baba vane mari musatambe nemari iri paya imi muona murume wakareba Tyson ane mari like Mike Tyson money. He's got that type of money, that type of Mike Tyson money. That's at number 6. So that's number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. I'll give you a quick rundown again. Number 10 we said Roy Bennett. Number 9 we said Joram Gumbo. Number 8 we said John Bond. Number 7 we said VP Lacoste. Number 6 we said Tyson. Chibaba chikurikita vanhu nhasi manzoranzi Kasukuwere atandanisa energy mutoro adzingwa muzano PF nhasi chinomona adzingwa from deputy speaker ndaraini vanhu vanoraya muzano PF ndinovaziva ndosaka muchiona ndinoruma kwandoziva ndinogona kutambira kwandisingagoni kutambira handisvike saka chii ndo number 6. Now we're going to the top 5. Now I know you're not going to agree with all of this, so let me read some of your comments and then we'll come back to the top 5. Okay, so I can already see Adamski here says fuck out of here, he's like number 3. Adamski, enoita wega shamwari ori murunguka wakatorwa munda wako ukatiza udhara shamwari wangu munda ndatorerwa ndakatorwa zvakawanda but minda yangu tinayo yedu ndikonzeresera Adamski ita wega. Kuku Melissa says he is rich as F. Yeah, wakambona imba guys, if you see again zvandokutarisa hausungikuda kudena but makaona imba ya Kasukuwere iri mugomo, so paunopinda muZimbabwe uchibvunza tourist attraction bye it's one of the tourist attractions yenyika. Imba yakanaka iyoyo. I've had the privilege of being inside it. Look, I wish it was my house. Saka ndingamboti I wish it didn't have it because ndinotoidawo. Iro big room vanombotanga uroho nemayouth because rajera ngoroho nemadhara. Chimbomira nganosha your network iwe. It's your network. Oh, I'm hearing a lot of this network stuff. Okay, maybe it is my network. When we get Zimbabwe back, we will know where to start. I am taking notes. We will repossess what belongs to Zimbabweans, says Nobidzai. Yeah, we probably should repossess it all. I totally agree. Give us our money. Glenda says, AC Wakanyanya Shamwari, Mariema Banana, and Isapa side shall come and visit you in prison. Thank you. Moyos don't know which era, man. Because Fanga Wanda went out top 5 go, Dog Nemoto West. Oh, apparently my phone is better than this. What's happening? Guys, can someone just take a look into this network thing? Alright. Wait, read comments first. Superman is doing his thing. Yeah, Superman Wanzira is doing his thing. Out on the Superman, guy is super healthy, super radio, super Mandi Wanzira, super everything. Super Mayeo. Who is number 6? Oh, number 6. Number 6 it's and Joram Gumbo. Now man, it's one in charge of films. Wow, there's a lot of comments here. Mayweather pay-per-view money. Kasukuwere is Mayweather pay-per-view money. Yeah, no man. If you want to know how much I'm talking about, funga mari una Mayweather pay-per-view. No mari long time money. Kweyo wakajiga pakadi uzanda kakudzewa ndakaja pakadi. Okay, hook me up, Sha, I beg. Alright guys, so you guys ready for the top 5? Give me a like, give me a heart, give me a hate, give me an anger, anything. Just let me know you're ready for the top 5. I want to know I haven't lost you. Give me some signal that I still have you guys. So we can get into the top 5. Anybody still there? You guys still there? Ready for the top 5? Anybody? Okay, let's go to the top 5, right? So, the top 5 richest politicians. Can you guys share this video too so that other people get to watch? I mean, can I get some shares? I mean, if I die, at least let me die with some shares, right? Okay, I see a lot of hearts, I see a lot of laughters. We're going to the top 5. So, I think there's some information I'm about to get. Give me a second. Okay. I'm back. That was you wanna know who just called me to tell me some more information. Masiya Mugabe achamunyudza boys. Akazara muno munhu ari kundipa intel. Kudai wakakandisa pane mari yakati. Baba wangu ini. Okay. So, everyone I am speaking about now. Okay? So the top 5, everyone I'm referring to now. Vanhu vari kutangira entry level pabidza $1 billion. Kanti $1 billion andifunga vanhu ndoziva kuti yakawanda sei $1 billion kan ndinoiziva kuti yakawanda sei imari yakawanda but ndo patiri kutangira kuti vanhu vamabillionaire mupolitics vanhu vandakuda kutaura. So let us go to number 5. Okay, number 5. The criteria of this number 5 is these are people who some of the guys made money from a very long time ago. Some have just kind of really got into the game, but perhaps they got into the game good. You know, if you look like if you look at old school music artists, so Mariah Carey will be a big smash hero. She'll have a lot of money, but at the same time, Rihanna will come and be able to make some of that money. This is kind of what we're talking about here: old money and new money mixed together. Boramberi, cash, but most importantly, some of the money I'm about to talk to is your money. And I hope it angers you enough to know that this is your money that these people actually took. Don't get angry at me, okay? Don't arrest me. To the police tomorrow, do not arrest me. Arrest them. They actually stole money that's yours too. So before you arrest me, please go and arrest the next 5 people if you dare. Okay, let's go into the top 5. I see everybody is ready here. Okay. It's a little what's up. I hope you guys are sharing this. So, okay, it's good. At number 5, we have Joyce Mujuru is at number 5. Now, the question is, how did Joyce Mujuru make her money? Joyce Mujuru actually has a lot of money. People don't understand this. But the good thing about Joyce Mujuru's money is you can trace it to public documents. These public documents are in the estate of her late husband. So when the husband died, we all know that the real brains were Rex Mujuru. He was like the real, I mean, you're talking about a maestro as far as thought process is concerned. Ana Jones, so vasapapinda kwakuna ana Rex vaitoplota kuti nyika takuda kuitora votora magemu ga. Ma'am Mujuru wanga ina nichuru. Let me tell you something. I used to, a lot of people know this, that I was very involved in supporting Mai Mujuru before, and then I switched and I was very involved in getting rid of Mai Mujuru. I was. Ndakashandiswawo ndikatoshandiswa Mai Mujuru akabaya but ndikutaurira kumana Mai Mujuru wanga wakabata chinhu chinonzi ZANU-PF chaka wanga wakabata structure yese yechunhu. What that also allowed her to do is to make a lot of money through it, because remember, Mai Mujuru's husband used to be the commander of the defense forces. So he used to have a lot of access to a lot of deals. A lot of their money is still stuck up in the Congo. They've got a lot of diamond mines in the Congo. If you look at the husband's estate breakdown, I mean, the courts say this. This is not information according to Lumumba. This is information according to the courts. The estate is worth $1 billion, and it's being actually, to the extent where even by it could distribute in phases and what do they call them? In sequences of kuti yakawandisa mari yacho chingoti ndeyenyuka satokupa mbichana ma property. As you know very well, Mai Mujuru was very invested in ivins. Vairova mari dzemachicken dziya vakambotaka kunza machicken avaibva kuBrazil aya. Remember, aingoti machicken akasvika kaizva ndikutaura kuti asvikunyeba ndaizvona nemaso angu. Machicken aingoti akasvika nendege. Imagine chicken dzinouya nendege. Kupinda mundege chicken yafa isisiri kugona kubhururuka kupinda mudenga, yofa yopindwa mundege kuti ibhururuke ende mudenga yoenda muZimbabwe. Haibhadhare juta, haibhadhare chii, ichingopinda baba ichienda chicken. And she made a lot of money. She was very invested in the obvious squad Raura. The big difference between, I think, Amai Mujuru's faction and we're going to do a dialogue on factions another day, but Amai Mujuru's faction and, for example, Mnangagwa's faction, or let's call it Lacoste Ngazons in the Indies faction, or Lacoste, Amai Mujuru vanhu avo big vakuru, vanhu veLacoste tere vazhinji vacho vanomuona nhasi energy mutode arova pasi, vanoti vakarova big vakarove chairwe votsaura voenda pasi, Amai Mujuru vairova big. So vanhu vese vairovera big vaitoti anga ndotiwa tuti maplug katwaite chitusumudza mari uchiwa but the Romari patronage. But there's a lot of patronage money that came through the towards the Mujuru Empire. So and she still has a lot of that money. And perhaps when all of these settlements come to fruition with the divorce, with the death of the with the estate. That's the word. The estate is settled. She's going to be sitting on a cool billy. That's why she doesn't have to rush into a situation where she negotiates na Changirai, because wabata bids unoenda kure ne bids komana mu politics mari ndo yonke. So that's at number 5, right? So yeah, Mujuru is at number 5. At number 4, we spend a lot of time differing this again with the guys on did we get this one accurate or did we get it wrong? But so I'll tell you what I believed was number 4, and I'll tell you what the team had put number 4 at. But at number 4, boom, Dr. Amai, Bakabata number 4. Everybody in the team was telling me, no, she's at number 1, because it seems they don't do an system. But not to say, Indos Yakwa Imbochka, and Dipangamas and I want our chichka. But she go out with and not to Varkuchka, Doctor. You also Doctor Wanda say, let me give you typical example. Do you remember when there was all the noise about Chiads were diamonds? All that noise, Chiads was say, 15 billion. Chiads, if you've ever been there, is made up of I think 7 blocks. The 7 blocks at Chiads were diamonds. The 1 block is where all the mining houses were mining out of the 1 block. The mining houses were complaining and crying, tapedza kudya iyi mari tada kupinda mari mune mamwe mablocks aya 6. And the story was no one mukwanise kupinda. Vanhu vaidya kuchiyadzwa kuya. Munhu kuti mataxi asazokoza ijunda raitamba kwewe. Masoja, machef, madyiro aitwa mari the mataxi instead of kubhadhara mataxi kubhadhara chi mari yainzi nerweseri back pass. Yonopuwa doctor wapuwa cash orapa varwere. Ndo madyiro avaita mazuva yayo. But outside of that, remember kuti uone murume wako iwe, kuti uone murume wako ukangouya kaungoti ndangoyo ndoda kuona mudhara. Zvangopane pamba pangu, aungosvika pamba pangu ndoda kuona mudhara, undangombodzira nemukomana ari kugedhi. Komana kugedhi odhila newe, odhila namadha, odhila newe, odhila neni. Zvine mastage apa pane ndarakwati dzemari dzinenge dziuya dzingori mari ndonge kushipwa nenyoka. Inenge ichibuda ichienda bye. Saka varipo vari kuti Dr. Kebo vari pa number 1, but not Dr. Kebo vari pa number 4. Because munhu wacho ari pa number 1, I can't imagine achitofunga Dr. Kebo. Because remember, vakachisvinura manje avanogara vakasvinura. Mucharangarira mazaya pavangofamba vachita. Remember panga vari Dr. Shopping. Mbiri yavo yange iri kushopa chete, mbiri yekushopa munhu akakwira ndege vaitobuda ma-international newspapers as international shopper yokuAfrica. Now we no longer have Doctor the shopper. We now have Doctor the leader, and it's Chachi Papas. There was Pote, but Doctor President. Succession. One of these diary rooms, we mentioned how she might end up actually running the country. But for now, I'm going to focus on background. Bakery obvious over my pizza. You know, with my company, my ice cream. You know, with my company, I want to bana. You know, so I want to do that, but Pepe, think about the grabber in chief. Mukazi wa commander in chief and Gadi grabber in chief. Muruma commander, Mukazi grabber. Ndakambotara ndikati munguwa zvinoitika ndezvekuti chi murume anenge akarara mukwana mazhinji mapicture anobuda kuma program kuma meeting. I reckon it's really the same kind of in intimate meetings. You know, murume anenge akarara mukazi anenge achirotomoka, murume anenge achirota mukazi achirotomoka, murume achirota mukazi achirotomoka. Ukamunetsa unokuburitira cable urowa nechamboko. Ndipo number 4. Oh, okay, we're about to get into the top 3. Ukumandika makata ende jeri zvaroka zvandukuitira zvinova Facebook izvi mubereka atsi zvanupitsai zaro PF If AC disappears, we'll give you 48 hours to go away. Thank you, Rubidzai. Mundi miriro disappear. Joel says, where did you go? Oh man, Joel says, my ear in a married zayo. In a property to Dubai. A Dubai real estate portfolio alone is worth more than a whole province in this country. But property in Dubai, one of my very good friends is one of the people who see, because I don't want to expose them to lose business, but one of the people who looks after them when they're in South Africa is a very good friend of mine. Runs they are part of the system that looks after them, and maybe in May they were just letting me know that when this lady was in South Africa, I mean, she bought properties worth almost 80-90 million US dollars in different parts of South Africa, because chawiri kuti mari yairudzi yakushaikwa 5 billion chiburi che 5 billion china Mangudya jaja muno mari yacho yakaenda kubwa ndiye iripo kuti panzi papa neburi zvinopa pakambovharika pana akavhura buri munhu akavhura buri ndipo akana doctor titora kesha unotenga maproperty, so maproperty akazara uku tofanira kuzonomatora zvedu kana takuchimhanya ukoyo na Bruce Lee akomana Acie Lumumba, you are like a man anozotaura mane anzi evil Jezebel amane nambodaro ina ndambodaro mapana mbonitotaura za evil Jezebel ina ndambodaro ndataura nambodaro kuti doctor vane yes doctor vane mari to the extent yekuti kana even kuverenga chavangorongera vanongotenga degree vongopuwa degree vononzi mato doctor because mune keshe kuti bakutotenga iwo unorambira sei vakati doctor avakufonera vakati naiwe ndunziro doctorate remathematics uri anonzani voyuzira meno unoramba uchiti chikana wanzoenaro doctorate. Anyway, ready for the top 3, guys? Tell me if you're ready for the top 3. We are about to get into the top 3 richest politicians in Zimbabwe. We've got 50 more minutes to go. Okay, let me know you're ready, whether by some sort of signal, a laugh, a wow, a hi, a smile, net worth. Network, yeah, doctor. I think you're looking, to be fair, you're probably looking at 2 billion, to be fair. And I'm being very modest. You're looking at about 2 billion, but a lot of it's stuck in assets because remember, very limited. Saka zukuzo natuita kuti ikura havanazoziya sterek, but vanoziya zvekungonoipekera kuti ndatenga chindapick it up ichisoja unoiziya waibata anzi amai extension guys ga LOL ice cream shopper could okay, I'll look for 2 more comments. Dai watu wepa number 1. I'm getting them, man. Like, hold up, I don't know ndindira pamberi garawachi gamaketsa anoenda literally is right. Wakanyanya. Okay. Anyway, so top 3. Now the top 3 entry level. Top 3. I'm talking about 9 billion. Yeah, probably between 6 to 9 billion dollars entry level. Apana ane mari nokufura. Kana unzaona kana wayo uchiona wachichema wachira kumana Zanu PF ine mari. Avasi kunyepa guys. Zanu PF ine vanhu vane mari. Avatombonide kuenda kunyoka zvezva muto vaenda kunyoka vanozvida sei imari dzese dzevanhu vakagezwa unga kugezwa nemafuta eshumba kunge anobhoiliswa mafuta eshumba. I used to see all sorts of witchcraft when I was there. Vanobhoilisa mafuta eshumba, kaabhoiliswa mafuta eshumba oiswa paganda, so wambona ganda ramudhara kana achifamba mapenyero arinoita unongoti pane vhaseline inopenyesa kudaro. Hakuna vhaseline inopenyesa kudaro. Mudhara kana wakazorwa ganda mafuta eshumba unobuda panze so uchifunga kuti haubatike because shumba inenge iita kuhwema weshumba unenge uri mumanzeve mako munzwa shumba chiri zvikapinda zvimadhara zvaita room inorema. Ask anybody who's ever been in room namudhara anokuti room mudhara akapinda inorema. Anenge akagara zvakakarwa iyo kai but inenge ichirema room because zvavanogezwa nazvo kumberi. So at number 3, let me make a disclaimer. I don't want to die tonight. So I am not going to talk about where the money comes from. However, I am going to give you a reference of where I got the idea to put this man in number 3 from. Okay? A divorce took place, and when the divorce took place, the wife went apeshit and she was about to start exposing kuti murume wangu anotogara, forget my diamonds ekumine, murume wangu atorine ma diamonds mumba make, murume wangu ane maprazi 80, murume wangu ane ndege, murume wangu ane helicopter, murume wangu ane chi, because those are nyaya dzemabhebhi. Kuna kuti ane bhebhi mukazorambana kana makumakana anokuita yoke, anokuita ngati chiko zvinogara zvakadaro. So pakaita divorce mukadzi akabudisa akaenda kukoti ndikutaura is based on zviri kukoti. Zviri kukoti ndo zvakataura zviranzi general venyika, general vakuru. Ina handisida kutaura zita ravo, but you know who I am talking about. You know that you know that you know that you know. Most importantly, you know yourself. General vari kutambudza vana vavo vari kurarama masoja anofamba aita kunge marombe mutauni, but baba achidya mari yese. Pedu wega anoonedzana nevanhu, anoonedzana nemasoja. Ndikugotaurawo kuti according to my documents zviri kunzi chibaba baba chaichiya chine mari. There's no other individual has got a greater stake in Chiadzwa than General. Ndo vari number 3. General vane mari akomana. Also because no one can say no. Can you imagine? Can you imagine any minister phone on General Kiwe? We have no money, no. Plus, also look at the Blue Oceans document. Acie Lumumba ndiakataura zvinhu. Zvinhu zvakataurwa na minister wehurumende izvi na politburo member wehurumende. Mukaona Blue Ocean document yaJoram Gumbo iri kutaura kuti general vane cash yakawanda kupfuura masoja avo in millions. Ndo vakazvitaura ndisini. Let's go to number 2, okay? Ina apa ndataura panourayisa. In fact, ava vanhu vachivisa nda kutorezeka. Aikaka chaichaiyo. Okay, number 2. At number 2, how many minutes more? 8 more minutes, so let's get this done. At number 2, you've got the ultimate minister of looting. I mean, when you talk about ministers who loot, no minister in the history of this country is ever going to be able to loot as much as the minister I am about to talk about. When I say looting, I'm talking about, first of all, the amount looted, the speed at which it was looted at, and the ridiculousness of how the looting took place. $15 billion yakarohwa baba kana zvinzi when the president was talking about 15 billion ona president vachiziya $15 billion. Remember vambopinda manyepo vambonyeperwa president with $15 billion. Saka forget zvavanyeperwa. Remember everyone always tells half truth. Like I'm telling half truth, you probably always tell half truth. You know, everybody likes the truth but nobody wants to be honest, right? Now Papa vakarohwa 15 billion yakawitetena soga and avadye nevamwe. Imagine a government minister aimboshanda kuzim papers achitengesa manewspaper ari kublawayo. Within a space of 15 years ishe vangu vanga vagwina. Kunonzi kugwina wamuna magetsi paanoparira short circuit. Vanga vagwina cash today. Victoria Falls is largely owned by Mpofu. He owned his own newspaper, Zimbabwe Independent. Yaka broker Zimbabwe Independent. Yeswa $6 million. Akangoti take the dirt off your shoulders. Akanotenga bank when the threshold to open a bank at that point that was set by the I think kwa uchina ye uyu ukupenya manza akaenda gono pangapchina gono $20 million was what you needed to start to get a banking license. Zimbabwe chinyima ma banking license. Minister Mpofu vakanopuwa banking license baba vakaisa $20 million. Unenge waiwana kupi munhu wa minister ndiwe shareholder webank. Ete zvakaparara bank racho baragena angorwa take the dirt off your shoulders. Minister of looting. Baba vane mari. I know his kids. I don't want to throw shade on his kids because some of them are actually my friends and I've got a good rapport with them. But let me tell you an experience I had with Minister Mpofu. I was invited to his 50th birthday in Bulawayo. Ngizapa birthday pabo munhu wese akauya ku birthday kwa Mombe. Mombe kuti wauya so munhu use Mombe. Imba yake ku Bulawayo yakakura ishe zvekuti imba ya president wenyika. I know what you all know what blue roof yakakura, and you all say the president's house is a mansion to be reckoned with. It's got nothing on Mpofu. President vakaenda kumba kwa Mpofu vanofane stress. Vanotora president kuti ji kuli mdarowa kapanapa inini kuti munhu wangu inini andirikita pasi. Ndo makuru vakaita imba ya Mpofu edway. Mpofu ane mari. Victoria Falls yaya muka. To give you a rough understanding of how much those animals he owns are worth. So one buffalo is trading on the market right now for probably about 300 to 600,000. You can get for one buffalo. Murumo yani ma buffalo ese amunona Victoria Falls. Tuimpala tuwese mahuswa ya Victoria Falls ndake. Mvura ronzi mose ya tunya ekubuda Victoria Falls ndake. So I mean he has our $15 billion. Now people always say, "Hey, Lumumba wakadzingwa kuZANU-PF because wangwapa mari. That's why you're fired from ZANU-PF." I'm like, how much money did I steal for me to be fired? They're like, "Oh, wakaba $17,000." I'm like, guys, you don't get fired from ZANU-PF for stealing money. In ZANU-PF, you get promoted for stealing money. Ukaba unotopromotwa kunzi ndiwe munhu watinoda iwewe ndiwakaipa. Wotopromotwa nzobamsoro with every little money that Obed stole. Aipromotwa. Akachibva pakandwa Minister of Transport, akamitwa Minister of Structure, nasakabata Minister of Economic Planning. Antoplana zvenyika yose. So baba musatambe nekuluta kunoita ishe vanoluta vaya. Chakanyarara zvacho ukachona achidriva maRange Rover ake, imba yayo ukapinda mune pada dzemota. Irakaraka wamuna matambiro anda nodaya kuti anofunga saka kanda mari une makanhonga karasa ndiye zvake anomiswa nani munhu akabata pizza. Vanhu vedu pachatozvibvunzwa naye akomana Zimbabwe payaimbonzi yaine mari angane mari yacho ndiani mutaura kuti pavanhu vanonzi vane mari tichitaura vanhu vanogona kuruta in a short amount of time. Remember paakaenda kuMinister of Transport akasvika akadzinga board resere yeZimbabwe achingobata eZimbabwe ichinyura but yaingodeclare maprofit akomana mari dzinorohwa muhurumende mamuzodzide. The worst part is this is all your money. Most of it is taxpayers' money. Now we are not Obed. I can actually say Obed mari yake imari yevanhu. It's Zimbabwean people's money. Imagine there's 15 million people in the country. There was $15 billion that the president knows went missing. That's $1,000 for each Zimbabwean. $1,000 yako yakarohwa namudhara ukamona shamwari iyo unzori restaurant achatoenda because haagona kutogara zvakanaka pachair. Vakasimba baba veve ndi giant yokozuna. Anyway, and those are insulting. Number one. The richest politician in Zimbabwe. We'll be back in a second. Oh God. Okay, guys. Again, that's not consult. Thankfully, I've got 21 dogs in my house. If you walk up here and you don't know what you're doing, I will hurt you. But so let me quickly get through number one, guys, because all right. So the guy at number one. Let me give you his brief history. Angari teacher, teacher's assistant. Pakapina mugeme. Chakanakira ZANU-PF inenge loto. Unanonzi loto chacho unogona kutamba njuga soka. Ukanda bhora kunobuda wenda nenyika. So angatori teacher's assistant. Oh, sorry. He was a teacher's assistant. So after being a teacher's assistant, right place, right time, he happened to have gone to the same school that the president is hugely passionate about Torona president. He's probably the longest serving minister in one ministry portfolio outside of Sembarashe Mbengegwi, who's been minister of foreign failures forever. He's probably held a ministry for the longest time. Now, this man, guys, you know the power of the Oppenheimer family in South Africa, or the Rockefeller family, or the Carnegie family in America. This man has got more land than the state of Zimbabwe. No one has more land in Zimbabwe than this one man. He was one of the first champions of land reform. I remember 2008, my election. I can tell you this from first-hand experience. Quite peace in 2008 when I teaser President Mugabe. So, Vakunegotiate na Changirai. Jimadara teaser President Changirai win election, but Changirai awful. Saka Changirai win election. I got busy for general Chiwenga. Now general on Vanarut in the win election. Do it say. General got one this year and of the president. Don't do it say. But if Munitaja Camera na president, and I'm going to see a president, Angana through thick and thin. Oh, by the way, Ndiagano, Aganurora. Doctor Pawagaro, Namdara, Diagana, Batarakesh, of which president Ogatunza himself don't know about Batarakesh. No, but the riding Shikoka Mari, no Batara, Doctor Vaya, to think with Vagato Bataro Mari, we bought these problems. We take spares body, and we brought them into our lives. Ishewo. Anyway, so this guy definitely, I mean, I'm Mpofu and that Papaya. But this guy has got a lot of money. He's got more buildings in this country than anybody else. Again, this information is documented through his divorce settlement with his wife. which still clearly states, it's a public document, Google it. They've got over 600 properties in Zimbabwe alone. Musati mataura zvokunzoko zvokunzoko. Angari teacher's assistant akakwira ake chibalance chakabhadhara. Akapedzera bata chinhu ende ndiye akabata musangano weZANU-PF, ndiye secretary general, ndiye secretary of administration, ndiye anodecida zviri kufamba zvichienda kupi. And for 15 years, he was the minister of local government. What it literally means is for 15 years, ndiye decided what happens to state land. Ndiye decided you need one. I'm talking about 15 years president vachitonga vari vega, vachitonga pamwe chete neGNU, vakatanga futi kutonga vega. Kuti atozobva paipaya anga ari wapolitics nana boys rana Kasukuwere ndo akambo wapolitics. I can tell you the story of how he ended up losing that portfolio on another day, but I can tell you it was removed from him and rewarded to Kasukuwere state because yanga itini ya Kasukuwere lambochikawo uyu mdaranga anyanya kuchikawo, but anodiwa nemhuri yeku ne first family zvokuti ari very loyal kwavari, but he has done incredibly well for himself. Sadly, now unlike a lot of people, he hasn't necessarily stolen from you, he's just stolen. He hasn't necessarily stolen from you, but he has stolen. Not necessarily from you, but but again, like you said, right, who am I to judge with Daibao? So I guess we're all things. But ultimately, at number one, the richest politician in Zimbabwe is Dr. Ignatius Chombo. The richest politician in Zimbabwe. Currently, he is the Minister of Home Affairs. Think about this. He went from being very corrupt in the ministry he was in, moved to the ministry that looks over the police. Ndiye mukuru we police, ndiye head of the police. So he then moves from stealing to go and make sure that he never gets caught. If you look at the way Mapuri says, where do you think police get their inspiration from? Someone had to teach the police of Zimbabwe to be like that. Who best? But their leader, because just jokes, just jokes. This is right. It's just jokes. But really, guys, let me. I'm going to read your comments, but let me end by saying this. The important thing is, I'm just saying, there's a lot of our money that's missing. $15 billion is a lot of money. A lot of money that people have made out there is your money. We cannot afford to go another 5 years like this. We have got to get rid of the system, so we finally bring in new faces. Changira, but people keep going, Changira, alright, Changira. Do you know Changira was in ZANU-PF longer than I was in ZANU-PF? Do you know Changira was a central committee member in ZANU-PF? Changira was in ZANU-PF almost as long as I was alive at the point he was in ZANU-PF. So get out of here with them. This has got the answer. People who know Changira have told you, but yeah, so that's it, guys. Let me read your comments. If someone says Chombo, someone says ha ha. People are taking Ignatius Chombo. Guys, don't take him. Guys, I don't want him to come to my page. Don't take him. Marian exposed. Yeah, Marian, the ex-wife exposed him. Just how much money he took from people. But yeah, guys, look, I love you. Thank you for watching tonight. So we do this every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday. On Friday, we are going to be talking about the top 10 mafias in Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is run by cartels. There's mafias that you don't know about. The fuel industry is a mafia. The things are tire is a mafia. The airtime game is a mafia. Selling clothes is a mafia. Maragaraga munona ya boys is a mafia. So on jewelry is a mafia. Gold is a mafia. Diamond is a mafia. We're going to be talking about this the day after tomorrow. Make sure you check in for Lumumba Diary Room. Yo, be safe, right? I mean, and if you can't be safe, then be good at it. But my name is Lumumba. Say it 3 times so you don't forget it. Make sure you spell my name right. It's been emotional. Good night, guys. Woo.
Oh my God. Man, I'm just so
I'm going to miss you.